Hello Capricorn Mooners and welcome to the Light Studio. Today we're tuning into your energy and for the month of April to see what you need to know, be aware of or recognize. So as I'm tuning in right now remember this is a general reading. If it resonates, that's great. And remember also the energy is fluid. So, sometimes it may not be at the start of the month, it may be at the end of the month, or it may be in 3 months' time. Who knows? Just go with the flow. If it resonates, do like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And if it really resonates and you'd like to connect more, you can head to the Light Crew community, which is a sacred space, an energetic space for aligning the self and the soul and aligning with community of like-minded in the slipstream. And there's a link to the description box. There's a link to that community in this description box below. If that is of resonance with you. But as I'm tuning in right now, I do feel like there's I'm hearing a little bit of a roller coaster going on for you, and which immediately tells me that you're requiring some grounding energy. It's important for you to put both feet firmly on the earth at this time, not only physically, but also for the energetic reasons, so you can spiritually anchor yourself a little more deeply with earth than what you would normally. And the reason for this is that this fire energy that's coming in for the month of April, there are 6 planets in Aries. So there's a lot of forward movement and a lot of fresh new beginnings. But this fiery masculine energy feels like it is sort of creating this urgency within you. And moving forward, urgency is not a state or a place or a space that is for your highest good and well-being. So we want a more balanced, neutral energy. And that's why this roller coaster energy feels really challenging in terms of the ups and the downs and the ups and the downs. So bringing your equilibrium emotionally and the way you look at life, your outlook, bringing that into a more sort of neutral space is going to be of benefit for you this month in April. We do have a full moon in Libra, and we also have a new moon in Aries. So it is literally the start of the lunar year this month. So I'm using the Soul Lesson cards by James Van Praagh to get us started. We're calling in earth, air, fire, water, ether. Earth, air, fire, water, ether. Earth, air, fire, water, ether. We're calling you now. We ask for your crystal clear guidance, bringing through messages for Capricorn Mooners. Discipline. This is a big thing for you, Capricorn Moons. I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. And so bringing yourself, as I look into that, this feels really scattered. It feels like you got lots on the go and you're being pulled in all sorts of different directions. And I'm now really honing in. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm really honing in on this four golden triangles pointing into that center point. And that is what I am being drawn to for you. And that's the discipline. That's the coming into the balance, which means it's very internal for you this month. Very internal. And there's 2 triangles here, 2 triangles here, 2 triangles here, and 2 triangles here. So this is creating some sort of so Libra is the Libra full moon, is the sign of relationships. So the masculine and the feminine working together. So there does seem to be some sort of discipline that you are stepping into for your own highest good and well-being, which, that's the underlining energy, is connected to your freedom. And when you when you feel like you've got so much responsibility, you feel lack of freedom, which makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Sorry, adjusting the camera there. It can feel really heavy, but I do get this sense for you that roller coaster is part of the understanding that this isn't serving me right now, and to make me feel lighter, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Aha, freedom and failure. Wow, two extremes. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, and that feels like the roller coaster. Yes, you get to choose. Yes, you get to decide. Oops, I've made a mistake, and I'm crashing. How can I balance those two? Understanding your month, this month is a deep understanding for you about realizing it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. In order to stop the loop, to stop the pattern, you've got to call yourself out of it. You recognize what isn't serving you on this journey, and then reduce the reaction to whatever is happening. Somebody else had this. It may have been Sagittarius or possibly Leo. So there's this energy here for you about bringing in more balance and then entwining that within yourself. Freedom and failure. It's kind of two sides of a coin, isn't it? You've got this though. Let's pull in some more information. Oh, you're drawn to these cards. This is the Wildwood Tarot. Wildwood Tarot. Can we have some more information? Oh, there we go. Some more information for Capricorn Moon, please. Capricorn Moon signs about freedom and failure. All right. And I've got a couple sticking out there. But what's underneath? Four of Bows, celebration. I just heard celebrate good times, come on, in my head. So this is what's underneath this energy, okay? You're celebrating that you're recognizing your own worth. And in the recognizing your own worth, you're starting to narrow your energy, your slipstream that you're working in. So you're not so scattered, and you're not being drawn into the ups and the downs of life. You're starting to tweak and refine is the word I'm getting. You're starting to refine your energy and your understanding a little bit more. So the Six of Arrows, which is transition, and then the Nine of Arrows, which is dedication. All right, arrows are the sword energy. So the bows are the fire energy. So the sword energy is very mental. So this is definitely a mental journey for you in the month of April. Yeah. And I'm really drawn to the shape of this boat, which is very swan-like. And we've got the full moon. So maybe something around the full moon is going to trigger a deeper understanding for you in terms of bringing everything more within. It brings some illumination around what's happening externally and how you can bring that more internally for yourself. Your understanding about whatever's happening outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So bringing that balance. Now the Nine of Arrows, dedication. This was upside down. Don't really do reversals, but let's understand that reversals mean a focus, an extra focus on this energy. And what I'm hearing here is you've got to pay extra attention. So this is part of that discipline energy. In order to master something in your mind, you need to be more observant and catch yourself at whatever it is. I think I'd like some more information. So I'm going to, yeah, I am drawn to these cards. Can we have some more information, please, for Capricorn moons? Okay, so it's got something to do with your mental understanding about, and your discipline, your mental discipline. Even though we're in this emotional realm, how your emotions affect, how what your thoughts affect your emotions, affect your actions, affect your outcomes. So you're recognizing this more deeply for yourself. So this is becoming more of an observer of your thoughts, which you can then sort of cut off before they ramble into an emotional energy which builds in its capacity, which then creates this energy that you need to do something with, and more often than not, maybe you've projected it outwards, which has created that drama, or you've internalized it and it's created some sort of fear within you. So this is stepping out of that. This is recognizing that you are in control here of your own thoughts. All right, can we have some more information, please? Is there something in particular that is challenging Capricorn moons? Like, so we got with the Four of Bows, which is that celebration activity. It may have something to do with a particular social event, or the fact of being social, or it could have something to do with family. Can we have some more information, please, for Capricorn mooners? What is the freedom? Oh, it's not talking. It's not talking. It's not talking. This one. The High Priest. Okay. Yeah, this feels like a very old structure is coming down. It's breaking down. We've got this in here. Yeah. So we've got the Ten of Swords here and the High Priest. So it does really feel like an old structure that you've programming that you've been dealing with, and you have the key within you to unlock it. Unlock the way you think, and unlock the way you have always done things, because you're stuck in this cycle. So your need for discipline right now, maybe you've been so disciplined that and rigid in a certain thought pattern, but your need right now is to discipline yourself out of that. How ironic. It's to come back into a more fluid energy. So you're questioning your discipline here, but at the same time, it is around being the observer of how you respond or react within internally. It's quite deep-seated, and it could possibly be around religion or spirituality or some sort of government structure, or a structure that you've always done, a belief system. It's definitely a belief system that you're now observing and needing to break. And then sometimes this celebration energy is required. Thank this belief system and let it go. Celebrate over the full moon, maybe by doing a release ceremony. That would be really good to help you to let go once you recognize what this is for you. It's going to be different for everyone. It obviously has something to do with your mental beliefs. Absolutely, because we've got swords, swords, and swords. So it's definitely a sword energy. So use your wisdom this month. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn moons. I hope that makes sense for you. There's links in the description box below if you wish to take this further or you want to connect with the Light Crew community. Namaste. Toodaloo.